second. It says video start. Hey, good guys. How you guys doing? You know, we got the pleasure and honor to be here with the great Sonny Barrow. And we got his beautiful queen, Queen Janet. And today is going to be a heartwarming, it's going to be an emotional show. And Sonny's been here his whole life, and Queen Jay's been here her whole life. And me and Sonny been knowing each other for nearly 50 years. We grew up at the hole in the wall. And a lot of people out there don't know what that is. That's on Plumas and Whitesbridge. That's the heart of the ghetto, man. It was a rough life out there. And then, so without further ado, you know, I'm gonna introduce Sonny. Sonny is, I read where his son had something. I'm not sure what that echo is, but Sonny got a heart transplant. And then first he had open heart surgery, then he got the heart transplant, and he's been living with the heart transplant for what, Sonny, about
2 years.
2 years.
2 years in January.
Yeah, Sonny, you know, just go on and talk to the people, and then I'm gonna make some adjustments here on the microphones. Yeah. Just introduce yourself, you know, and just talk to them a little bit.
My name is Herbert McElroy, Sonny, and I was privileged to have a heart transplant, and I'm doing fine with it. Transplant occurred January
2023.
2022? No, January something.
Oh, January 8th.
January
my phone
8th,
so I can make sure it's working.
1923. And saved my life.
Yeah, pull the microphone a little closer to you, Sonny.
Okay.
Just pull the microphone. And how you guys doing out there? This is the Doug Best Show, and we got Sonny, and he's talking about having a heart transplant. And then if anybody's out there watching us, we're hoping we got people watching all over the world. I was watching Stephen A. Smith last night, and I was just thinking. I talked to Kevin Maddox, K-Boy, today, and I said, man, what's the difference in them and us? They don't have a Sonny coming on this show. No. He says exposure. Yeah. And he says, you know, when the politicians are talking about getting a base, the base is, for me, you know, it's getting all the black people, all the Mexican people, and all the white people in the city to support me. Mm-hmm. And so what the Doug Best Show is and what it is, the podcast is like it puts you on a platform, Sonny. Mm-hmm. You on a platform and you got a big megaphone. And so what you got to do, you don't want to be like Diddy and then just blow it, because the people, yeah, you know, he didn't blow it. Yeah. Because the people gonna love you, and they're gonna trust you, and they're gonna take your words to mean something. Right. And I'm promising everybody I'm gonna do the right thing. So Sonny, keep talking to us. Yeah. So you had the heart transplant, and what happened?
I came home. I stayed in there 53 days, hospital, 53 days, and went through all kind of stuff, man, rehab and all that stuff. And one thing about it, my wife was with me all 53 days.
We're going to get to the queen here in a minute. Believe me, man.
That is like... correct that was 106 days.
106 days.
And then see, look at that. That's the beauty of it, man. You know how when things don't, you might make just a little minor mistake or something, and you got your wife, and I got my senorita be right there with me. Right. I love you, Lady J, for just like being right. I didn't see the whole thing. You remember I drove out there about 2 years ago in my convertible. You said you in that drop top.
Made you go through there so I could see it out the window.
he was way down Blackstone by Woodward Park.
Audubon.
Yeah, that's the name of the street, Audubon, right by Woodward Park and River Park. Yeah. Oh my God, and that was so heartfelt. And I had a friend in there named Chucky McDonald. Yeah. He didn't make it. He had open heart surgery, and things just didn't turn out right. Yeah, Sonny, so keep talking. So, Sonny, so we talking right now, man. So I know some of the people out there probably just thinking the same thing. And then, Lady J, we're gonna bring you in here in a second. So, Sonny, so you got the heart transplant. Right. And how was the person that, do I say gave you the heart, or they?
He was 21 years old.
Oh my God. 21 years old.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
He had our accident in a car. And you know what's funny about it? I got to San Francisco that night. They rushed me up there because my heart had played out. Mm-hmm. You know, it was backfiring. And they rushed me up there in an ambulance. Roughest ride I ever took. And he took me up there and took me in, and I called her and told her not to come because it's allowed to be a month before I get a heart. And my heart, they was refiring it. They had to refire to keep me live. And so that morning, they gave me a heart.
Oh my
Gave me
God.
his heart.
I'm fighting, not. I'm fighting not to have an emotional breakdown because it's so touching.
Yeah.
So just I'm 66 years old. I don't know nobody that ever had a heart transplant. I barely can make it through the dentist, man. I'm not finna. I do all that rah, rah, rah. I could barely make it.
I didn't make it. I was out. I was out for
Yeah, but Sonny, I remember you used to walking around like a little.
a bag.
It almost looked like like one of those player purses or something. Something real. You remember how in the '90s you used to wear them things? You was real cool.
Like a purse bag, man's bag.
Yeah,
It's an artificial heart.
That's what it was.
and that's what that was.
Artificial heart.
Nobody even knew, huh?
I wore it on my side right here, and the line ran through, and it punctured a hole, and it went straight into my heart through this hole, and it went straight into my heart, and the batteries kept me pumping.
So-
I had to change batteries every 7 hours, every day.
Plug him in the car, plug him in the wall.
Yeah.
He was a bionic man.
Yeah. So Queen J, just talk to me a little bit about. Pull your microphone up. What you asking for over there? Okay, go ahead.
It was a LVAD, and he got the LVAD. What was that? September
16.
2016, and he wore it for
7 years.
Thanks, Ryan.
7.5 years. No, it was 6.5 years, and it was a bridge till he got a heart, and it was dressing. He couldn't take a shower. We had to wrap him, wrap the wound, and when he showered I had to change the dressing.
Yeah, pull
And
the mic up a little closer to you, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, we got you.
Right.
Don't be intimidated by it like you look. We just talking,
Okay.
And I want everybody out there, somebody just chime in. Sonny, this is like a rare privilege. I ain't even never heard you talk about it never in life. I ain't never heard you talk about it never in life, and so this is a rare privilege, even for the listening audience out there. It's probably people all over the world.
Yeah.
When we go live here on Facebook on the Doug Best Show, this is what I learned from when I go home from work at night. I study all the masters. Stephen A. Smith, I watch Cameron, I watch Charlemagne the God, I watch all of them, and then I look. People from all over the world be making comments. So the same thing here with this show right here, Sonny. So right now, what you doing? You giving hope and you giving inspiration to other people out there. Somebody might be in the hospital right now, about to give up. Then I read the paperwork that you gave me when one of the doctors told you that that you weren't going to make it.
Yeah.
Sonny, talk about that, man. What it feel like when you're right on the cuff
Told me.
of death and
Told
you're
me.
thinking that you might die.
Yeah, that I
Talk
was
to the
gonna die.
people. Somebody out there, somebody say something. Let us know that you're listening.
He told me that I was, that I didn't have a chance, but that was a doctor. It was a doctor that I didn't go to, and I transferred right away when he told me that. Told me I wasn't good.
I don't need you no more.
Don't need me no more. So I transferred to Clovis. Went out to the Clovis and stayed in there about 3 weeks. But my son had a friend. She came in there and seen me and asked me, did I know Dr. Chandrani? I said, no, I don't know him. She said, well, he wants to see you. So that next day he came and seen me. He's a heart doctor at where you saw me at.
Okay.
He came and seen me and asked me, did I want to live?
Of course you want to live.
Yeah. I thought about it. I said, yeah. So he took me that day in an ambulance to the heart hospital out there, and that's where it all began at. I got my battery on the side, and that's a whole different world there. A whole different
I went in there. So what Sonny's talking about in River Park,
Yeah.
it's in River Park.
Fresno Heart Hospital.
Fresno Heart Hospital is right there on Blackstone and Audubon.
Yeah.
That big old hospital that
Right.
sits way back.
Way in the
Nobody
back.
never goes in there. And right across the street over there is Woodward Park. Woodward Park. And I went up there a few times, and I was like, I was buttercups. I couldn't handle it. Then Queen J, can we talk to your wife for just a little bit, Sonny? So somebody's out there just wondering if my husband is going through it, how is the wife and how is the kids and how is the sisters and how is everybody else handling? Queen J, Janet, tell us how you felt. I'm gonna put the camera on you.
Okay. It was a village. It took a village to deal with this. And they came in and made sure that, you know, he had family that was going to help him, and all his family and me, of course. We all said, you know, it was going to take a lot of work. So we all got together and we did it.
And so when he was in San Francisco, did you move up there? You just kept
Yes,
working?
I moved because he didn't want me to come right away. We had just bought a home, and he said, you know, this is expensive. And he said,
Sonny
maybe
got
a
plenty
couple
of money. You don't want nobody to know.
of that I don't know about. But anyway, we went on that like he said, that he went up on that Friday, and that Saturday night I'm getting stuff ready, and I said, well, I'm going to come up Monday to see you, and then we'll decide. But in between that Saturday night, they called and said they had a heart for Sonny. So we got up, and him and his sister and brother, Michael, our son, we all went up to see him before, and nephews. I forgot, there was quite a few of us went up to see him before he went into surgery. And when he went into surgery, that was the scariest part, because it's 16 and a half hours.
Oh my God, you know, I'm sitting here right now. I don't know if you guys could feel the emotion and the passion in my voice, but I'm looking at her right now, and I'm gonna move the camera around. You guys got to just bear with me a little bit, because I'm just getting used to this. This is only our 4th podcast, but I see the Queen is about to cry. Is it emotional?
Yes, it is.
Hey, if you gotta cry, let it cry.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, because if
last
somebody's out there, man, let them know that you're feeling us. This is the Doug Best Show. Oh my God.
Last night
powerful.
Powerful.
was going through some of the notes from the doctors, because the 16 hours, I didn't really want to know what was going on, because as long as because it was.
You thought he was gonna die?
Yes, I did.
Sonny, did you ever feel like you was gonna die, man? Tell us, man.
Tell you the truth.
Man, I done been shot at, and I done been like,
I
man.
know, I'm gonna tell you the truth.
Yeah.
I felt
Tell
like
the
that
people,
when they
somebody
took-
out there, and
when
listen
they took
to
me
them.
in that room, that I wasn't gonna come out, you know, because my heart was going. They were giving me another heart, and they took me in there, and that's where I thought, you know, that I wasn't gonna come out.
And yeah. So, Sonny, what's it like, you know, when you almost in your mind, because our mind will play tricks on us. We feel like, you know, we just on death's door. What brought you through it?
Nothing
Is
but hope.
your hope? Do you believe in God?
Yeah, I believe in God. I pray.
Because you know me and Sonny are street dudes. Tell him,
we
Sonny.
street, though. We come from the streets.
From the hole in the
You
wall.
know, did all the wrong in the world, you know. But I mean, since I've been, I say since I've been the past 30 years, I've been right road, you know.
And then I noticed some of the pictures that the Queen sent me. Is like, I seen Pastor Lawrence Chisholm.
That's my pastor.
And Chisholm is a good dude, man.
He's my
Because
pastor.
Chisholm is, I don't know some of the other preachers, but I know
Yeah,
Chisholm.
Chisholm.
Because we all grew up out
Grew up
there in that
together,
world.
Yeah. When I went to the church, when we were going to church, and I was keeping it a secret, and then I told Chisholm, and he told
Lawrence Chisholm,
Lawrence
Larry
Chisholm,
Chisholm,
yeah.
a straight shooter.
straight shooter, and he had the church pray for me, and I know that since then, every day, every Sunday, that they put in a prayer for me, and then what they did at home, I don't know, but I know I was praying. They was praying for me too, you know, and my sister, you know, Nora, she prayed for me. You know, Nora showed up there and got sick while she was there, and had to get admitted to the hospital.
Yeah, Nora worked at the district attorney's office for 40 years.
40
Me and
years.
Nora know each other.
Yeah.
Me, Nora, and Tanya Carter since we was in the 6th grade. Oh, my God.
Bad group.
Oh,
That
my
was
God.
when we
You
went
know-
up there that night. Nora, they were all leaving, and they wanted. They could see that, you know, I had to be by myself. Nora said, "I'm not going to leave you. I'll give me 2 days, and I'll be back." And she
Yeah.
stayed there with me until she got sick. Sonny's in one end of the hospital, and she's at the other, and we couldn't
Oh,
let
my
Sonny know.
God.
They didn't tell me.
They didn't tell you.
Yeah.
But look what God did.
Good.
Look what God did. He brought both of you guys through it. And look what God did. He brought you here to the Doug Best Show to let
right.
millions of people all around the world
around.
listen.
You know, one thing about it, before I had the heart surgery, when I had the bag on me, they would call me at home,
Who?
the doctors,
Okay.
my cardiologists and aides. They would call me at home and say, Sonny, my doctors all call me Sonny. They said, we have a patient out here
I didn't know your name. I didn't know you had no other. I always thought it was Sonny for 50 years.
So we have a patient out here who needs to have a heart, the thing, on your side, and we want you to come talk to him and see if you can talk to him. I did that maybe 7 or 8 times.
Or they use you as a mentor and a motivator to tell people that all things is possible. Yes, Sonny.
Yeah, don't give up.
Yes, Sonny. So that's what you're doing right now.
Yeah.
You giving hope to a lot of people out there. Some of the people watching right now, they don't have the strength or the courage to just chime in and says, I feel what he went through, and somebody else out there just going through something.
I guarantee you.
Somebody's going through something right now. So that's what this show is all about. They asked me. So what's the Doug Best Show all about? Inspiration, motivation, and redemption. That when everybody in the whole world says just give up, Hope said let's try it one more time. And that's how it happened. That's God.
That's God.
And you don't have to be like no religious fanatic or nothing like that. No. You could be 2 guys from the street like me and you.
Straight. And he takes care of you anyway.
Anyway. And what you think, Queen Janet? You got to talk to the people, because the people, I was telling her earlier, son, don't beat me up, man. You know I'm grandpa. I was saying the men out there is going to be looking at Queen J, and the women going to be looking at Big Sonny. You know Sonny's 6'5", super tall and handsome. You know his hair, okay. Yeah, but Queen J, so what did it feel like, though?
It feels good to have, to even go. I look back at what we went through, and it doesn't even seem like, we went through all that period of time.
Mm-hmm.
And after he got out the hospital, while he was in the hospital, he wouldn't eat. And I kept saying, Sonny, you need to eat, because they're not going to they first had a feeding tube. And while Nora's in the hospital, she had a feeding tube, and she said that's why he's not eating, because the tube. And we can get that out, he'll eat. So I start going in the hospital, and I make him take a few bites. I look for the nurse and wrap it up so we can get on out of there, because I know, it was the feeding tube, so he could get out. And after he left there, he had to go to St. Mary's for a couple of weeks for rehab.
Where's St. Mary's?
It's in San Francisco. It's a rehab, therapy rehab. Mm-hmm. So because when they took his heart, everything they disconnect. So he had to learn how to do pretty much everything. All over again.
Speech, walking,
arms. We showed you some pictures of me walking.
Yeah, I've seen them.
Yeah, you got to start off walking really slow.
Bouncing a ball.
Speed up, bouncing the ball, everything.
How to get in a car. Everything.
Man, I'm telling you, if anybody's out there right now, if anybody's out there watching us on the Doug Best Show right now, this is Sonny Barrow, and this is his wife, Janet, McElroy. Man, and they sharing this, Sonny. I think I might have been a year or so ago. I think I might have heard you on a radio show or something, but I never. Is that true?
We were.
I think on a radio.
Some time ago, when we went to LA, they wanted to know about the LVAD.
Yeah, that's been a long time.
Yes.
I remember I was trying to crack my mind. I was trying to say, where have Sonny?
That was about the
so Sonny, this is the first time that you done actually got on live TV. That's what this is.
First time I discussed it.
In the public.
First time I discussed my heart transplant, things that led up to it in the public.
Yeah, Sonny. So you know what I'm trying to do? I'm trying to ask you the questions that that somebody's out there in the public, out there in the listening audience is probably thinking. Yeah. So I don't want you to think that I'm probing too much. I am probing. I'm probing. Yeah, Sonny. So I think you told me this or something. You said that so it was an Hispanic guy, the heart.
Yeah.
Okay. And he's 20 years old.
21
years old. Yeah. Damn, Sonny. And how old is you, Sonny?
69.
No, I can't ask you what. 69. Sonny, you got my mind going crazy. I can't ask you what I want to ask.
No, don't ask.
What are you thinking about? I ain't thinking about that. Yeah, okay. What y'all thinking about out there? Yes, Sonny. He's 6'5" stud.
I have to remind him that he is 69.
Yeah.
Everything's still working at 69, don't it, Sonny? I don't know. Because somebody out there thinking the same thing. Y'all on the Doug Best Show, and I gotta get a digital. I gotta get a digital poster where I could put back there on that TV. I don't know what's wrong with my son. I've been here. He's a master at this stuff. He fresh, so fresh de Niro. I'm talking to
Yeah.
you, man. He should have been down there helping his daddy put this thing together.
Yeah.
But don't worry about it. We rolling now, baby.
Yeah. Is
It's
he
the
in Fresno?
fourth. He around here.
okay.
It's the fourth or fifth show. Don't worry about the Doug Best show. It's gonna go all over the world. I'm promising you.
I felt privileged when you asked me to do it.
Oh my God,
I
son, you
did.
gonna
I
make me
felt privileged.
cry,
I said,
man.
well, here's the first time that I really feel like talking about it.
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't embarrassed about it, nothing like that. But I had been through, I know I had been through what other people, not too many people have been through. You know, not too many people have been through. So that's where it started at. That's where it went.
Yeah, just keep going, Sonny. What I'm
Yeah.
doing right here, we having Hot Rod take a few pictures as we going along.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just hoping if somebody's out there just chiming in, man. I've been pushing the thing, Now, I've been pushing the thing. I've been pushing it. You know, this is phenomenal.
Yeah.
And when I talk about the Doug Best show, they be saying, well, what kind of show is it? You be showing you be in England, you be in France,
Right.
you be on the job site, you screaming and hollering at the people. Roddy says, man, you trying to show yourself to the world, you can't be like that. Hey, man, I'm finna be who I am.
Yeah, that's all it takes. You know, I couldn't think of even my doctors could have asked me, you know, to do this.
And I love you for that,
I
Sonny.
wouldn't have did it with nobody but you.
Sonny, you're
Really.
gonna make me cry.
Because you know where we come from? We come from the west side.
Deep down
Deep
in the west side.
you
Hole
know?
in the wall. Oh my
Yeah.
God. So I'm just so for some of the people out there, somebody says, why you always talking about your past? The hole in the wall.
It's all that matters.
The hole in the wall was where all the crackhead, they just started to crack.
Just started.
They was shooting heroin over there.
At the
I'm a
time.
little bitty kid over there. I was like a little bitty kid with a big mouth all the time. Always getting beat up, but they couldn't catch me. I'm over there and Nate Collins. Somebody
Yeah.
beat me up one time and I'm fighting back and Nate knocked the guy out.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Hole in wall right there on Plumas and Walnut.
Yeah.
Plumas and Whitesbridge.
Yeah.
This is where me and Sonny come from.
I'm from.
So Sonny, 69 years old with a 21-year-old heart.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is right here for some of the people out there, it's a Hispanic guy.
Yeah.
So Sonny, how you feel, man? I think you told me no. Don't you tell me if I can't ask you this question. But have you talked to the parents? Have you talked to the kids?
You know, that's one
Because
thing.
the success story, man,
Yeah.
I don't know, that might be too emotional,
That's
man.
one thing Janet gets on me about. They send letters one time. They wanted to meet me, and I didn't want to meet them because I don't want to cause no more hard feelings, you know. with me.
But it might be therapeutic, man, because sometimes it could be like, you know, something. I don't know. I ain't trying to tell you, but I'm just trying to just look at it from the outside.
But I'm thinking about the worst that could happen. You know, they could see me and go to crying and stuff like that.
It probably is going to be crying. It's going to
Yeah.
be tears of joy and
Right,
tears of
right,
jubilation.
right. I
Look
didn't-
what God did. They took little partner away,
Yeah.
then they gave it to you. And now you are part of their family, and they're part of your family. When I go to Mexico, man, the people treat me so good.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Talk
don't
to
know.
him, Doug, because I've been trying to. I reached out to the family because I felt like we should do something and let him know that he was not ready.
Yeah, we asking the people what they think. I don't know, Sonny.
Yeah.
I don't want you to start crying up in here, man. We got a big giant. I'm crying too, man. But that's what the Doug Best Show
Yeah,
is all
yeah,
about, man. This is real. We ain't doing no
No,
faking.
fake.
We ain't nothing. Sometimes we gonna make some mistakes on here, but then we want to grow.
Yeah.
Say, man, God is real, man.
He's real. He's real. I know he's real.
Yes, Sonny. We want to ask the people out there, what do you guys think? What do you guys think? You know, I'm switching the cameras back and forward. I got my man Roddy J over there. He's the director. I'm forgetting to do it. Hey, because you know on the other shows, you see they got the cameraman, they got the light man, they got the technician, they got the people that controls in the back. But in here, it's like a one-man show. But don't worry about it, baby. In a little while, once we get 100, $200,000 or $300,000 followers, then I could pay somebody. That's your job. We might even get a bigger building. Last night I see Stephen A. Smith. He got 792,000 people following him. Then I said in my mind, What do he got that I don't have?
Nothing.
Exposure.
Yeah.
He definitely ain't had the life experiences as me.
No.
I mean, you know, they pay him a
Yeah.
lot of money. They
Yeah.
pay him a lot of money. They got a lot of sponsors. But we got, you know, we got straight to the bag. He fresh,
to
so
it.
fresh De Niro, my son, streetwear. Sonny. So what you think, man? What you think, Lady J? Sonny, what do the people think out there? Do you guys think that, you know, that maybe he should talk to the donor family?
They're going to convince me.
Okay, so he's saying he want to be convinced. What
Yeah.
the people saying? I'm gonna put the camera on it. What the people saying out there, Rod? I can't see my phone.
Yeah.
What they saying though? If somebody, I want somebody to tap in that ain't in Fresno, somebody that you know, somebody from Mexico or somebody from San Francisco, one of the doctors that
Yeah.
worked on Sonny. This is the Doug Best Show.
Yeah.
What you
They-
think, Sonny, is a possibility?
I don't know, man. I don't want
Would
to
it,
do it.
yeah, Sonny, so I'm gonna just ask you, do you think that, you know, it would be too emotional for you
Yeah.
or too emotional for them or both?
Both. Both.
I think it's more on his behalf.
Yeah. Both. Because you know, they say I haven't cried in a long time.
Hey, man, I cry all the
I
time.
haven't cried in a long time, and I cried for even when I got out of surgery. When I came to the they had to do everything for me, pick me up.
Well, would you
turn me.
crying for pain or was you
No, I
crying
was
for?
crying to God.
Man, ain't nothing wrong with that, man.
Crying to
'cause
God. I didn't feel no pain after I came out. No pain, just other than that I had to renew my body to work, and I had been through that
and
before.
thank God you had the Queen with you.
Yeah, I'd been through that before. You know, open heart surgery. When you come out, you got to start working. But I was
It's totally different.
totally different. Yeah, I was crying to God.
'Cause when he came out, we wasn't still. I mean, he was just laying there. I wish I would have took pictures, but it was so. I mean, I didn't want to look at that.
Yeah.
But he's swole real big and just laying there. They had him on an ECMO machine.
What is that?
That's a machine to keep
your
him
heart.
to keep his heart going. And he was on that for about 14 days. Sometimes people stay on it so long and they get paralyzed. But he eventually had to do dialysis. And also because of the LVAD, he had other devices, and he was
Yeah.
called a.
J- uh,
You would lay on a pillow to see how much water
Yeah.
or fluid. I forgot what the
This,
machine.
let's paint a picture for the people out there that's listening here on the Doug Best Show. We got Big Sonny McElroy and his wife Janet McElroy, and Sonny had a heart transplant. And let me just paint the picture. He had a heart transplant. So just imagine, they literally, physically extract your heart out of your body, and then they get a young man, 21 years old, that died. Just stay with me in your mind. The young man died, and they preserved his heart. They preserved his heart and brought it and gave it to Sonny. And the doctors put it into Sonny. But Sonny, for one moment in time, he didn't have a heart.
no.
In some kind of way, you know, with the modern technology of medicine and God, they held him stable and they put the heart in there. And then just imagine, so the body could have rejected the heart,
Right.
but the body didn't reject the heart. And then here we are. So if anybody just tuning in now, you're on the Doug Best Show, and we talking to Sonny Barrow, and Sonny had a heart transplant. Do anybody out there that's listening to us know anybody that ever had a heart transplant? This is the Doug Best Show. I need everybody that's listening. Go to YouTube and subscribe and follow. I'm going to give you my all. Talk to me, Sonny.
Yeah. Ain't nobody called me Sonny Bear in years.
I didn't even know he had your other name until I looked it up on Facebook.
Yeah.
Georgetta, Stanford.
Judge have been knowing me for more than 15 years.
More than 15 years. She don't want nobody to know.
Oh, yeah, since she was 15 years
Yeah,
old.
that's Georgetta
Yeah.
Stanford. You know what they gonna know when I call her? First class, everything.
Everything.
First class. Always been like that
Yeah.
since I was a little kid.
Yeah.
Her and my sister Doris
she-
used to be together,
hers is
and I'm
elevated.
following her around, and she beat me up.
Hers
No.
have elevated since she's grown.
Oh my God, we got so many people, so many people.
They,
I'm,
they
oh my God, a
think
great testimony.
that the heart, people don't know. You know, I know some people that never even touch it, never even listen to it beat. You know, you can close.
Because we take it so much for granted.
Yeah, taking so much for granted. I talked to one dude, and he said, "Man, how do you feel with somebody else's heart?" Well, I know on television or movies they show where a guy wakes up from his sleep and be dreaming the dream that the guy did. Well, I haven't had none of that. You know, I haven't had none of that.
How do you feel on Sonny?
I feel all sunny. I feel all sunny.
And then the energy level, what's the energy level like?
Now, it's about 80.
Yeah.
You know, about 80. I ride the bike for 30 minutes. I go for a half a mile walk in the night, at evening.
Beautiful. Yeah.
You know,
me and my senorita do the evening walks all the time.
Yeah.
Every night.
Every night. Yeah, you got to do it regular because, you know.
And what about alcohol or smoking?
I don't drink. I don't smoke. I have a cigar in my truck that I keep in my mouth. You know, I got that from when I drove truck. You know, I was driving.
Sonny used to be the garbage man too.
Yes.
I want to just read this comment. This from Anthony Ramirez. He said, after hearing the story, I am curious how it made him feel younger in belief that he is some way connected to the young man's soul. Bless his soul. He said, he asked you, how you feel.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to repeat it to the audience because they can't hear him.
Go ahead.
Somebody, Anthony Ramirez out there, I know Big Ant.
Yeah.
He just asking you, is it a connection to the other guy's soul? Do you feel that?
I don't.
That's why they thinking that, you know, you should talk to the family.
I don't feel it. I probably should. I probably will after this.
Yes.
You know,
yeah, so what this is then, you know, this is therapeutic. It's therapeutic, so we get the old and the new in. And so this just tell you the power of a podcast and the platform. We able to reach people that we don't know nothing about, that we can't see nowhere in the world. And that's why when you get a privilege and you get an honor and an opportunity to do something like the Doug Best Show, and the people trust you, you should never blow it like Diddy did. I keep raising his voice. I keep raising his name. But I just want everybody out there, man, just trust me, and I'm going to do the right thing.
Yeah.
I promise you.
Always have.
Yeah, Lady J, so just how you feel, though? I'm going to put the camera back on you. How you feel, though? Do you feel emotional? Because I can see the tears about to come out your eyes. Don't worry about it if you got to cry. Somebody out there just telling some of them church people out there just telling them, I'm sure somebody that went to Chisholm's church and they just couldn't hold it no more and they just let it out.
Right,
somebody out, because we might be inspiring somebody right this very moment. Sonny then went through hell and came back, deathbed, and he had a heart transplant and he walking around here, you know, looking like the Denzel of Fresno, suited and booted, and then he got his stingy brim on. Oh my God, it's amazing, man. Amazing. How you feel, though, Lady J?
I feel good. I'm just thankful for everything, especially my church, Chisholm.
Chisholm is a good dude.
Yes, he is.
What they call him, Larry, or do they call him Lawrence?
Lawrence.
Oh, yeah, so it's like Pastor Lawrence. Because the other day I had my cousin in there, Roscoe Sharp Jr., and I kept saying DJ, and he said, Doug, you got to say pastor. So you know, I ain't no church guy, so you know sometimes I might screw up, but it ain't no disrespect. So when a person's got that title and they didn't earn it, you got to call them doctor, or you know, you got to call Grandpa Mister. Oh yeah, he's a good guy. I vouch for that.
He's called me at the hospital everywhere.
I seen the pictures and I posted them, you know, when I did the inspirational thing on Facebook.
I said, how would he have time to call me?
With all the people.
With all the people he know. But he
Not only called, he came.
Yeah, he came.
And actually, when we were getting ready to go to San Francisco, he had told me if we got the call and if I needed him, he would take us up there. Yeah. So the first time Sonny drove up by himself when it wasn't
You drove by yourself, Sonny?
The first time they called.
Yeah. Wasn't nothing wrong with me but the bag on my side.
Sonny, we go to Pismo Beach like every week. I got to drink 2 or 3 Red Bulls to make it up there. No, I can't drive nowhere.
Yeah, you know, I drove for a living. Though.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
drove
you
for a
truck
living.
driver and
Yeah,
and the garbage truck.
yeah.
4,
Garbage
5
truck.
o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. I
Oh my God.
I drove truck, and then I ended up driving cement truck for Builders Concrete.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Right. Builders Concrete is right on Ashland. As soon as you're going
Right.
over the overpass,
Right.
you sent me out there. Man. That's where I got the concrete from the apartment complex in
Right.
the building.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, this is amazing. I want to, if the people out there that's listening to us, I hope somebody's listening to us.
Yeah.
We want to just know you guys to just chime in. If you got a question for Sonny, you know, this is like a once in a lifetime that we can have somebody that actually went through a heart transplant and the body has accepted. 2 years going by and he's as healthy as a young man.
Be. You know, it tries your patience too.
How, Sonny?
It tries your patience to where you don't want to hear nothing.
That might be getting old. That might not be the hard boy. That
That's
might be getting old and grouchy, baby.
That's what it was. Janet had taken so good care of me all while I was up there. I mean, she was raised.
Oh, my God.
hell. She,
For the queen. Hail to the queen, Queen Janet.
raised
Somebody
hell.
out there, you know, give her some praise out there, you know, just listen to us on the Doug Best Show on Facebook Live.
Right. She had raised hell.
Oh, Sandra. You know Sandra Yates.
Yeah.
But no, it's
I know
Sandra. I love you, Sandra. Sandra Sandra is my #1 fan.
Right,
When I
right,
wanted to
right.
give up,
Yeah.
she said, you better keep on doing what
Keep
you're
on
doing.
what you're doing,
Because
man.
the one time I couldn't get this thing working right, I was about to quit, and she
got it.
called me. And everywhere we go all around the world,
You got it
Sandra's
working.
right there.
Satisfied.
Sandra, I love you, Sandra.
Yeah.
I love Sandra Baxter, too.
Sandra Baxter, Bob's son.
Bobcat's big sister. Bobby Love.
Oh, yeah, Bobby Love.
Bobby Love.
Bobcat.
Oh, man, this is beautiful right here, Sonny. I ain't going to interrupt you, man. So Sonny, so you saying, what you guys think out there? I don't think it's the heart that make you grouchy, man. It could be Grandpa.
Something made me grouchy, man, because after being around her so long, you know, all the days, and been through what I went through, and everything. Even
Do
the
Sonny
food.
look good, y'all? Look at him. He wearing that brim, boy. and that $1,000 suit coat. Uh-huh.
And she said, on the way back, when we finally got released to go home, we going down the street, and she had picked up this habit of hollering at me.
Hollering at the king. Wait, Sonny,
She had picked up
hey,
this
y'all don't
habit
get in no fight up in here, man.
of hollering at me.
Okay.
And
I didn't told you when.
Now, coming down the road, I stopped her. I said, wait a minute. I said, Janet, if you holler at me one more time,
Wait.
because she had never hollered at me before in the whole marriage. You know, had never, 34 years, had never, but she had picked up a habit of hollering at me. And, you know, it was stress on her. Boy, and I told her, I said, if you holler at me one more time, I'm going to hit you in your mouth.
Oh, man. Wait.
You was kidding. No.
Wait a minute, Sonny.
I was serious.
Sonny, wait a minute. Sonny, Big Sonny. We need an instant replay of what he just
You
said.
don't.
No, ladies out there, ladies, listen to me. Sonny is only playing. Wait a minute. Don't get no gun. She finna get that pistol out of her. She went and grabbed that Michael Kors purse.
Yeah.
No, she ain't getting no. She getting a napkin out of it. You know he only kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sonny, you can't be doing that, Sonny. Because, man, I'm telling you, it's like, man, that find a good woman like Queen J,
Yeah.
it's once in a lifetime.
34
Queen
years.
34 years?
34 years.
But Sonny must have been putting his work in before you got that hard job. I don't know what's going on.
He's a good man.
It's good. Yeah, and she's a good woman, too. Me and Kevin Maddox was just talking about you this morning.
Yeah.
You. Because me and Kevin was talking about, you know, how, I don't know if Kevin's going to get mad at me, but we was talking about, don't answer. We was just talking about how sometimes we go off course and we always want the woman to be right there by our side. This is living proof.
Yeah.
This is living
It's
proof.
so easy for them to turn and go away.
Yes, that's somebody calling. Yeah, let me see the phone. Just cut it off, otherwise, because that's messing up the.
That's his daughter.
Son.
Yeah, let me
Shannon?
see if what happened with the phone. It affects it because it's
Shannon Chisholm?
hooked up to the.
Simone.
Okay.
Shimon is the daughter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so she probably watching the Facebook Live. You on the Doug Best Show? Yeah, Rod. Thanks. What happened when you on Facebook right here, and then when somebody calls in on Facebook, it affects the feed. Yeah, so you guys can't call the feed, right? You'd have to call my regular number. But I didn't even turn the phone on because I didn't want to be such a great interruption. Yeah, guys, so everybody out there just watching us on the Doug Best Show, you know, this ain't like no regular show when you got them celebrities on there and they got a script. I'm going to ask you this, and then you're going to say this, and then I'm going to ask the wife this. No. This is real life right here.
Right.
My son, I seen the other day, he said, I seen something on Facebook. He said, I woke up, and I'm rolling my blunt, I'm smoking my blunt, and I see my daddy on TV. What TV? Then I looked on, I went to YouTube.
Yeah.
I seen the Doug Best Show, baby. And I said, oh, my God, but I got to go to work.
That's
I didn't
how
have
we
enough
got
time.
it. We got it on the TV. You know, you scroll, you go to YouTube, and then you scroll down, you write your name over there, and it comes right to it.
Oh, my God. So, man, so you guys could just see, all we got to do is just get 1 million people to follow us. And, man, I'm at the stage in my life right now, man. I ain't got to do no faking. If I like Trump, which I don't like Trump. If I like Kamala Harris, you know, I could say it like it is. So what are they gonna cancel me?
Yeah.
Me and the senator be on the plane going to Jamaica and flying from there and going to Tokyo, Japan. Talking about canceling me, it's too late now, baby. I got the money already. I don't want to say that because Diddy got all the money. He can't get out of jail.
Can't get out of jail.
He can't get out of jail. I don't know.
Yeah, y'all got a good thing going, you and her.
Yeah, I love my senorita just like you love the Queen Janet right here. And then for all the listening people out there, so you guys, what do you guys think, man? Is we doing a good job? How you feeling, Sonny? At first he was a little nervous, and Queen J was a little nervous. I said, man, we just finna get on this thing and talk like we always talk.
Remember you're out there on your job site?
Oh yeah, I got the pictures of him. Big Sonny came out there. They had 4 or 5 trucks out there. They was putting the trusses up.
Yeah.
They had the big libs and the big diesels. My God.
You told me I was scared to talk.
Oh my God.
Get on the microphone.
Yeah. That day you was probably just a little timid, and but Sonny, that's how it is, though, man. It's a beautiful world, man. It's a beautiful life.
It's beautiful.
And then with just seeing the two of you guys, man, what more inspiration can you get? I see Ken McCoy and his wife on there. They've been together so long. And then we see you and Lady J here. It's inspirational.
It is.
Yeah, so Lady J, so right now, I'm going to we got the microphone on you right now. I'm supposed to switch it back and forward when I'm talking. But at the beginning, you were a little nervous, and you was about to cry. You still about to cry. Are you mad at Sonny because he said he was going to punch you in the mouth? He's just playing. He was just being dramatic.
And the only reason my patience, after we were there 106 days. And at that time, the hospital stayed, the St. Mary's, he couldn't cross the bridge, but I could, so he had to stay over. So if he had to stay, I had to stay. So, we went to this place called the Cos House. It was a place just before you leave, and they told us we were going to have to be there 3 more weeks. It was it was like a juvenile. It was a little bedroom.
A juvenile facility?
Right. Yeah. No phone calls after 9 o'clock. You could not have no visitors at all. When we moved in there, I had to do everything by myself.
What is it, a 2-bedroom apartment or house?
Yeah, it's a house, but it had room for us. You would be surprised how many people get heart transplants.
Yeah.
And everybody, that gets one, they can't cross the bridge. They have to stay, so that's where they put you until you can leave, because you have to do labs twice a week. You have to go back over to the hospital and do labs, so they want to make sure if anything's wrong. But,
we met another brother in there in this Cos house who had a transplant just like me, and from Visalia, and we still maintain contact with him.
Yeah, so
Jermaine.
I want to ask you the question, and I think that somebody's probably out there, in the listening audience, just listen to the Doug Best Show. Big Sonny McElroy, he got a heart transplant, and so I want to just ask you, man, how many? Is it discrimination? I got to say this correctly because I want my audience to be multicultural. But is it discrimination in getting a heart transplant, or do you have to have a bunch of money? Or
I thought like that at first.
Because I know when you go to DMV, they have you something where you sign this paper that says, do you want to give an organ donor?
Yeah.
But it's only so many people It's only so many organs to go around.
Right.
So if I was rich and famous, would I get the heart organ first, or how would it go?
You would. They don't.
I
They
don't think so.
discriminate. I do.
I don't think so.
Because I know some people that you think they're gonna put a movie star in me over me. They would. You know. I just got mine because I was dying. You know, it was important. If he might have had to wait beyond me.
So for the people out there that's listening, they probably saying, okay, so what if my kidney go out? So and then Jay-Z need the kidney. Jay-Z will get the kidney first, or is it a waiting list?
I think you get it.
It's a waiting list. You have to go through a process, and through the process, they make sure you get all your vaccinations. I mean, it's a big process. Then you get on a list, and they'll put you like at that time it was A, B, and C. And
What's A, B, and C?
A is the
Blood
top
type.
of the list.
Okay.
No, that was the top of the list. And then they have to also your blood type. Say Jay-Z or whoever needed a heart or kidney, if his blood type wasn't the right one as the donor, then Sonny and his was Sonny would get it. That's why I don't think it's who's everything's got to be a match.
I got to make sure that I articulate the question correctly. So I shouldn't have said race because some people are going to turn some people off by saying that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I should have asked the question like, do you guys think is it politics involved? If it's so I'm gonna put it like this: if it's 1,000 people that needed a heart transplant, and there's only 10 hearts, and me and you came from the inner city in America, and she came from the suburbs, where the rich people are and the powerful people are, who would get the heart?
I believe the rich and powerful will get it. I do believe that. John McCain had 6 transplants.
Yeah, John McCain was a war hero. He was a senator from the state of Arizona. He the one that defied Trump. And for all the black people, and John McCain was a staunch Republican. And what he did, when Trump trying to get rid of the Affordable Care Act, Obamacare, John McCain came and did this.
Yeah.
And that's why we still got the Affordable Care Act now, Obamacare, because over the years they didn't strengthen it.
Yeah.
John McCain I didn't know he had that many heart. What kind of transplants?
Transplant, heart.
Heart transplants?
Heart transplants.
I never even know because they kept it a secret.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. You don't know about all of them. You don't know. Like I was on the heart list for 7 years. Right. And 7 years is a long time to wait.
This is for the people out there that just tuning in. You're on the Doug Best Show, and we talking to Big Sonny Barrow. He's a living, actual survivor, a real live hero. I'm not sure if the word hero, I can't think of another word, but I seen what your son had sent when it said a local hero. But what Big Sonny's been, he done had a heart transplant for 2 years. Yeah. And he's living a vibrant life. And Sonny, so what about your mind? Is your mind the same as the energy level? Your eyes?
Everything's the same, but I think it's just because of my age, because I'm forgetful,
And you ain't smoking that marijuana, is your son? My son, I seen the other day, he says, I woke up in the morning, I'm doing my blunt, but the blunt make you forget. I don't smoke no weed, but I ain't never did it too much.
I smoked enough in a lifetime last.
When we was kids, huh? But now we ain't smoking that.
Yeah. No, I don't forget.
Yeah, so what would be the correlation between your thought pattern and your thinking and your heart? Blood flow?
Blood flow.
Blood flow.
Blood flow. And it do that when you get old anyway. Older.
You're getting older because I could struggle to do 100 push-ups. I barely could do them. Yes, Sonny, so I was going to ask you another question. Is anybody asking questions out there? You could have picked. Yeah.
But see, I have the help that nobody don't have. If I forget something, I want to remind me. Like today, this morning, she had to remind me. The people called from the doctor. And I don't answer the phone because if I look on to see something.
No, she's scared she going to punch you in the mouth. Girl, y'all better not be calling that.
And I answered the phone, and it was a doctor. And I can't remember. I know I can't remember it, so I call and give her the phone.
Oh, yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that, though, Sonny. That's beautiful. Yeah, Sonny, but I got to ask you this question. I'm trying to answer. I ain't finna answer that question you think I'm going to ask. Yeah, so you guys can't see right here. Big Sonny is like 6'5", 6'6". How tall, Sonny?
6'6".
Oh, 6'6". Now, dear Sonny, tell me if I'm overstepping the boundaries. But we grew up shooting dice in the hole in the wall and at Wayne's and everywhere. Big Sonny would raise his voice up, and Big Sonny might knock you out on the drop of a dime. What about now, Sonny? So in your mind, do you think about it? Somebody
No.
say something, you be saying, man, he just
No.
Him
don't.
about the bag.
I'm a coward.
No, hell no. I know better.
That, you know,
Yeah, Sonny, so I'm asking the question like, before you be saying, man, do you know who I am?
yeah, I
'Cause
said.
you used to say
I
that.
said that. I said
He
that.
said that in the hospital when he came out of surgery,
Yeah.
and he was still hallucinating. And he was like, they called me and they said he won't go, he won't do something. He keeps saying, do you know who I am?
Yeah, that's what he used to say when somebody do something stupid. He said, man, do you know who I am? Interpretation, you finna get knocked out. Yeah, Sonny, so when somebody do, sometimes you be thinking, man, he
I
know.
think it, but it don't last. It don't last.
Cause why though, Sonny?
I don't want no problems.
Because you thinking that your body won't do what it used to.
Body won't do it. In the card room where I used to work at, I had the bag on. And just thinking, just like I normally do, a dude says something to me out of line.
Okay.
And I raised up and said, man, who are you talking to? What you want to do? And I thought about it in between.
No, I just had a heart transplant.
I thought about it. Now, that was when I had the bag.
Okay.
But it was just as dangerous, you know. I said, man, I played it off and talked him out of it and stuff like that. But since then, I have been cautious and watching myself. I don't go to, it ain't like it used to be when we used to go to a dice game at midnight and everybody was shooting dice around like that. I can't go to those places now. They have places now where they play cards that, and I can't go to those places because somebody get mad, and I'm vulnerable.
Yeah. So when Sonny's talking about he was walking around with the bag,
Yeah.
the bag is like, how people have the heart,
Yeah.
they have those pacemakers, but he got a big giant pacemaker that's not inside his chest or in his heart. It's just he walking around like with a lady's purse on all the time.
Yeah.
You look real stylish and real cool,
Yeah.
but it's actually a battery.
Battery.
That's in microwaves back and forward to your heart to make it circulate. How you guys feeling out there? We on the Doug Best Show. I want you guys just to tune in, man. I've seen it earlier. It might have been. It says Lonnie Roberts. He says you.
Who's Lenny Roberts?
The play, when we were doing the play.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, tell everybody who Lonnie Roberts is.
He's a pastor.
He's a pastor. What's the name of the church? We met him through Chisholm. We were doing a play for Chisholm, and they actually came to the house and we practiced. That's how we met him.
Yeah, and he
I
said.
think Sonny knew him before.
I knew him before.
Okay.
Before
I'm
then.
looking at it right here. I'm just kind of just reading what he says. He says you could not have picked two better guests.
Yeah.
Then I see y'all know Maurice Simpson, huh?
Yeah.
Maurice Simpson.
Simpson.
Do you know who I am? Maurice, remember those days.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I thank everybody for chiming in, and I thank everybody for chiming in and just being a part of the Doug Best Show.
Right.
And then we can we go just a few more minutes and Sonny, and then Lady J can we just touch some of the just the current events? So it don't mean just because you got a pacemaker or you got a heart transplant that you don't see all the things. And can we just touch you guys tell me? Can we touch the politics just a little bit? You ain't got to tell me who you going to vote for. She's looking at Sonny. Can I talk about it? I know. And then can we talk about Diddy? Can we talk about Diddy for just a second?
I think Diddy in a bunch of trouble.
But bring the microphone up close. Is anybody out there, man? I'm going to tell you something about the situation right here. I'm just going to tell you just a little briefly about my life history. I know about the federal government. I spent 20 years in a federal penitentiary. We're going to just get that off right up front. And I didn't live in a world where, I didn't had a bunch of money for a long time. Somebody said, Rod said this. Somebody said, all you doing is talking about it. But, it's the truth. Yeah, Big Son and then Lady J, let's just talk about Diddy right now. Somebody said yesterday, they just trying to take another black man down.
No.
What y'all think?
I don't think they're trying to take a black man down. I think Diddy just got out of line and stayed out of line too long.
taking his selfie.
And then it's just so the people out there, you on the Doug Best show, and they said, well, you brought somebody on there that's got a transplant. Now y'all talking about Diddy. We could talk about anything we want to talk about, because this the Doug Best show. That's why we could talk about it.
Yeah.
And then we could talk about it with some class. We could talk about it with some style.
Yeah.
We could talk about it with some facts and some substance and with good sense.
Yeah.
We got 3 black people here with good sense and live life, 60 years old or older. And so, so Sonny, break it down for us, man, for the people out there that I looked at the 14-page indictment. I stayed up to 3:30 last night looking at every possible thing to see they got him. Talk to me, Sonny. What you think?
I think they got him. And he says, his lawyer says he's going to get off with no time, but then
No, it's not possible.
no
It's
possible.
not possible. So for the guys that's out there that's just watching it, they got mandatory minimum sentences in the federal system. So it looks like, he could get a minimum of 15 years on 2 separate cases. And they can run them together, or, they could separate them. But the maximum is life.
Yeah.
So the conviction rate in the federal government is over 90%. So that means is this: if 100 people went and got indicted, 90 of them is going to go to jail. And then this is the thing that a lot of people are not aware of. When the feds, they not playing, man.
No.
You could have a bunch of money. I went in and had a bunch of money. I didn't have the money like Diddy. They'll take all your money and send you away. And what happens when you first get your first indictment, they always have superseding indictments. And they could do multiple superseding indictments. So he think that those people playing, they're not playing.
No, they're not playing.
What you think, though? Well, Lady J, just tell us from a woman's perspective.
You would ask when my mouth is full.
No, well, we just wait. Wait. Go on, but you eating them grapes. Let me have one of them grapes, man. Let me have one of the grapes. Right here. I grab it right here.
The feds got my
And then
partner.
you see these grapes right here? A friend of ours that we don't know. We don't know.
Y'all stole
They-
them.
no, stolen grape. It's a friend of ours. We're going to introduce ourselves pretty soon. We went and got boxes of these. Oh, my God.
And they good.
They are.
They good.
Oh, my God, they're so sweet. Do you supposed to do this on the podcast?
Yeah.
You
what
can do
you
all
wanna
kinds
do.
of things on the Doug Best
Do
Show.
what you want to do.
Because we like family. We at home.
Yeah.
But we gonna give the microphone to the Queen Janet. You ready to talk, or you still eating on that grape?
I'm ready to talk. I just feel like he did it to
Let me
himself.
put the microphone on her. I'm gonna take it off of Sonny. And we talking about Puff Daddy.
I just feel like he did it to himself.
What did he do?
What we're seeing on TV.
The freak-offs?
Yeah, I didn't want to
Okay.
say that.
He had 1,000 bottles of Vaseline.
Wow, I didn't see that.
Now they said 1,000 bottles of lubricant. It could have been
Lubricant.
baby oil.
They said lubricant, but I was
See,
trying
I
to put it
haven't
nice.
Now they gonna put it nice. So he
Yeah.
had 1,000 bottles of
Bottles of
lubricant. Okay, so what somebody else's question was, Bev Smith. Bev, I don't know if you out there, chime in. Bev says if they went to the party intelligently knowing what was going on, then all of a sudden somebody, Cassie, said that he pushed her around after she been with him for 10 years and he settles out of court. And then we're going to have little mama over here, little Janie. She going to say, well, he been pushing me around for 5 years. I should get some money too. A lot of the people might just, be doing a money grab.
Yeah.
Have you thought about it like that though, Miss Jane?
I have.
Yes, I have.
So, but you still thinking in your mind, you still thinking that he guilty?
Yes.
Are you still? So one thing that we know what's going to happen right here with Mr. Diddy. They took almost a whole year
Yeah.
to character assassinate him. Everything seemed like it all started when he got in a situation with Ciroc.
Yeah.
And somebody said that, when he called them a racist, their stock went down billions of dollars. And then even though Diddy was allegedly worth over $1 billion, them people, they got so much power and they settled out of court and they made it over and over and over abundantly clear that Ciroc has nothing, absolutely nothing to do with Sean Diddy Combs. They said that over and over and over. A few weeks go by, then he's starting to have trouble. Is it possible for folks out there, is anybody listening to me? Is it possible, you on the Doug Best Show, is it possible, but they knew exactly what Diddy's been doing for all these years.
yeah.
And it's almost could be like, and then you guys just correct me if I'm wrong, somebody out there. we didn't stray from Sonny having a heart transplant. We didn't talk about, we'll go back. But this on the Doug Best Show, we talk about a variety of things. Man, is it possible? I'm going to put it like this, man. I don't care who you are. They got the 48 laws of power. The 48 laws of power, rule number 1. Never outshine the master.
That's right.
And no matter who you are, you could be a Barack Obama or you could be me, Doug Best. And it's sad to say sometimes I say, man, I ain't kissing no ass. But what the truth is, in certain settings when I go in, I got to humble myself.
You got to humble yourself.
I got to humble myself. And maybe I shouldn't have used the word of profanity. And what's done happened with Diddy, if you got $1 billion, man, it might be only 100 black people in the history of the world that ever had $1 billion. So in his mind, he might think, you guys correct me. Somebody chime in if you want to. You guys correct me if you think that I'm wrong. Before when the guy named, what was the guy named, the original Rod, the original Godfather? His name was Clarence. I can't think of his name. But Diddy had a handler. But after he died, Diddy ain't had a handler, so now he's going crazy. What you think about that, Miss Jane?
You're informing me on a lot of stuff that I really didn't know about. So as far as Diddy,
I think he didn't got that money. He didn't went too far. And now what them white people is saying, I shouldn't say white people. I should say that what the system is saying to him right now, they don't want him to ever see the light of day again in life. If he go to court, he's not coming home. I'm saying it first here.
Right.
He's in a world of trouble, folks.
It just seems like that whenever a brother gets some, and there's a few of them, it's just fighting a race to be the best or the richest. And that's where Diddy was at. And it seemed like he was parties and everything else he was doing. He just wanted to be the biggest at that. And
he seemed like he was.
He was.
But in a negative way.
Yeah, in a negative way, because Jay-Z had much money as he got,
Yeah, but Jay-Z might be doing the same thing, but he's using a lot more discretion, it seems.
He might be coming up next, because you can believe they watching him.
Yeah.
Everything he do, they taping it, because they don't want, quiet as kept. Truth is, they don't like for a black man to be there. You just think about, remember when we was young, and
pull the microphone a little closer to you.
They put in the paper or on the news how many millionaires there are in the world. Millionaires, that's the max it was. And it'd be 10, 15, but we're now black man in it. I'm talking about in the 70s and 60s. But now if you look at it, man, it's 100 of them.
Thousands of millions there.
Thousands of them. And deep down inside, there's someone out there that don't like that in high places.
Yeah, Sonny, I'm sure that there's some discrimination raised, but everything I got, just having the license, a white person gave it to me. Just getting a passport, a bunch of years ago, a white judge gave it to me. Then when I was doing all my devilish, crazy stuff, some white people helped me. Yeah. But I know the point that you're making. You're saying that, they probably got double standards in the system somewhere. Right. And then you're saying, I think white people, black people, Asian people, they just want you to just work within the confines of, let me put the camera on me. I think whether it's a white person, an Asian person, Mexican person, a black person, they okay, if you become successful and you get economically and financially that you got a bunch of money and you could be black. Right. But I think where the problem comes at is when you start straying from the rules and the norms of society.
Showing it.
And so either way, if you're a black person or you're an Asian person or you're a Mexican person, you gotta conform yourself to the rules. And I think what happened with Mr. Diddy, he got so much money, and in his mind, he was thinking that he was so powerful, but all he had is money. Because you remember, they make the money, and they could take the money from you on a moment's notice. And so in his instance, I'm sure that, there's a lot of double standards in the criminal justice system. Right. But I agree with Queen Janet right here. And a lot of people, I think Diddy turned himself into a monster, and he had a bunch of yes men around him, and he couldn't come back. And so now they got hundreds of people that's telling on him in his inner circle, and everybody knows his secrets. They might not let him out.
He might not.
They might not let him out.
That's why they denied him the bail.
And today we know, we got it on the news right now, but we didn't see whether they gave him the bail today. He went for another bail here. But we strayed a little bit. We got Big Sonny Barrow. He had a heart transplant. We got his lovely wife, Janet. Big Sonny McElroy. I can't say McElroy. I can't say that, so I keep saying Sonny Barrow. But we on the Doug Best Show, Sonny, and then we going to close it out here. Yeah. I hope everybody out there been enjoying it. I hope that, that this show did what it's supposed to do, and everybody's happy.
Right.
Yeah, Sonny, and I just, if anybody else out there, man, if you got a story, I mean, if you're a politician, you could be Bretterfield, you could be the mayor, you could be one of the preachers here in the city, right. You could be Floyd Harris. Floyd coming down here if I got to go get him in my truck. You guys are welcome to come on the show, get on the Doug Best Show. And like K-Boy said today, I said, man, I don't see nothing that Stephen A. Smith and them have that I don't have other than exposure. But Kevin said, what you got to do first, Doug, you got to get your city, man. You got to get the black people, the Mexican people, the Asian people, and the white people to love you and trust you. And then you got to use your platform, the Doug Best Show, for something good and add value.
Expand too.
Mm-hmm. You saying expand by making it bigger?
Yeah, you got to get it to grow.
Oh yeah, for sure.
What to say? Some people have 1 million viewers.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you got to get to that.
Yeah. So I thought you was talking about expand the building. So the viewership grows by if everybody out there that's listening to my voice right now, if you go to YouTube and just subscribe and like, or go to Facebook, the Doug Best Show, just follow me. Mm-hmm. So you guys know that I'm doing it for the people. I'm doing it for value because, I don't need no money. No. So I ain't on here just shucking and jiving, just telling you guys that because y'all see me every day. I work every day. I'm on my job site. Whatever I'm doing, wherever we go, I'm showing it to you guys. Yeah, Big Sonny, but before we close, my wife was telling me yesterday that, you got to be able to close it and don't open it back up. Let's just do a minute or two or whatever you need, 30 seconds, just wrap it up and tell us about what you feel about being here today and having the heart transplant. And then Queen Jay, we're going to do the same thing with you. Then we're going to walk out the door. And then we hope we didn't touch somebody's life out there and made life better for them by listening to your beautiful, powerful story. Yeah. Big Sonny.
I feel like that I'm glad I did this. I could have
done this. Well, tell the people, baby. Make them feel it, baby. We got to feel you, man.
I'm glad I did this with Doug.
This on the Doug Best Show, man. Make them feel you, Sonny. Yeah. Make them feel you, man. If anybody out there like it, chime in and say something.
Yeah, because I could have had the opportunity to do this with other people, but no, wait on Doug.
Yeah, I love you for that, Sonny. I love you for that.
Because he can understand more about me than them other people can.
Absolutely, because we came from the same place.
Yeah, same place. You remember when on Modoc?
Hell yeah, I remember you stayed down the street, and then I had Best Mark, and I ain't gonna tell you that part what used to happen though.
It's a shame you can't say what you really need to say.
Yeah, so what happens sometimes, Sonny would get in a few problems. You got to come see the Dougie. Yeah.
But it was all good. It was all good, and I hope the people out there are listening. And if somebody that's in the process of going through what I went through, they can call me.
Absolutely.
They can call me in a minute, and I'll answer it the best I can.
Yeah, then Sonny, just tell them they could find you on Facebook.
Yeah, they can find me on Facebook.
Yeah, Sonny, so just tell them your whole name. There's 3 names on there.
Yes, sir. My name is Herbert McElroy, but Herbert Sonny McElroy is on Facebook. And her name is Janet McElroy, and you can locate us. She popular on Facebook. She just writes everything down and catch everything.
She is. She's the queen.
Yeah.
Queen Janet.
Yeah. And that's how you can do it.
And then Sonny, so you think so the people that's out there that came from the street, man, tell them how powerful God is.
Yeah, God's powerful individual. I believed in God all the time.
And you don't have to go to church all the time to believe in God.
Believe in God.
But going to church is good.
Yeah, going
Fellowship.
to church is good. I go, because I believe that I am a miracle.
A miracle. A walking miracle.
I believe that. I believe that. And so I go and continue to go. But Janet is the backbone of this whole story.
Yeah, we love you for that. Then we're going to turn it over to the Queen Janet. Yeah, Anthony Ramirez, we see you, man. We're going to turn it over here. We're going to turn it up. We're going to, Anthony Ramirez, I see you, man. You've been making a lot of comments, and Sonny, love you for that, man. Just a beautiful thing. And then Queen Janet, just close it out real fast for us and tell us what you think about this whole experience, about coming here on the Doug Best Show, sharing your story, you and Sonny, and what the experience is all about. Talk to the people, make them feel you. If you got to cry to touch them, ain't nothing wrong with, doing that. Make them feel you.
At first, when Sonny, you mentioned this to Sonny, I said, well, do I have to go? And he said, no, you don't have to go. But I am so glad, Doug, that.
Wait a minute. She loving the Dougie, baby. Loving the Doug Best Show.
I'm glad I ended up coming.
Who else out there?
I had an appointment, and Sonny said, cancel it. And I was like, really? And so, but I am glad I came. And I was able to go through, because like I said, this started in 2016. And a lot of it I remember, but I started going through it and starting to, look up different dates and stuff. And it just, it brought tears. Last night I had to go, I said, Sonny, you had a stroke.
I had a stroke. We didn't know that.
And I didn't know he had a stroke.
We didn't know that until we read the paperwork.
Yeah.
I had a stroke.
So
Oh
a
my
lot
God,
of stuff, and it just brought tears. I had to go hug him, and just to think he is our hero.
I agree with that, man. I'm just thinking right here, man. This is, oh my God, this is so priceless. Yeah, Sonny. So this right here, man, this is like a win-win for both of us.
Yeah.
For all three of us. The win-win is we got you and the Queen Janet here, and then we doing this on the Doug Best Show, and I'm just hoping that some kind of way that God intervene and all the people out there just listen. Don't worry about the phone.
He will.
Yeah, just we need what we need right now. We need everybody that's out there that's got a friend, that's got a family member, that's got anybody. If you're watching this, and then if you know me, I need you to help me right now. I need you to go to YouTube and subscribe and like it. Yeah. I need you to go to Facebook on the Doug Dwayne Best Show and just subscribe and like it. And then if you know somebody, powerful person, I wouldn't care who it is in this city, I'll try to get them on the show. If it's a subject, it's a topic that you think that we need to cover, right. If it take me a month to study it, send me a text or something. My phone number is all over the city, from here to Rome to Tokyo, England. Everywhere I go, I leave them signs, them yellow signs everywhere. Yes. At the Vatican, everywhere in the city. It's not gonna be that hard. But what I want the people to know, and we finna close. I love you, Sonny and Janet, for coming. But I need your help out there, everybody. I need everybody out there, if you can. Just go to YouTube and subscribe and like it. Yeah. And make the show bigger. And then so it's a platform to help people. Yeah. And we're going to talk about all kinds of things. And Friday, we're going to have Marshawn Govan. He's going to come in here. We're going to talk about finance, a master, expert, and we're going to talk about real estate. And then next week, we got the young man, he called himself, what do he call himself? Product 19. He'll be here. He'll be here next Friday on the 27th. And then we're going to have a powerful show. Yeah. Roddy going to be here. And the sister name is Michelle McCoy. We're going to talk about mental illness. Right. Man, this is going to be powerful. And then so a lot of people out there that don't know that's been lived their whole life in the streets. Yeah. And you living under that delusion. It's called defective intelligence. It's called the game. You suffering from some kind of mental illness. So you playing a game, and we calling I'm the master of the game. But just think about that intellectually. How can you be the master of a game? So as we go forward, we're going to have all kinds of different subjects, all kinds of different shows. Sometimes we might have a celebrity. I know Roddy don't agree with this. He was saying, we might have to get a celebrity, and I ain't paying nobody. Ain't gonna be no pimping. Yeah. Ain't. If you come on this show, and I don't care if you Jay-Z and you Beyonce and you coming in, man, I'm not paying nobody to come in here to talk to me for what? Mm-hmm. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a businessman. I know he thinking, okay, well, they might can help you. Yeah, I'm not gonna pay you. Yeah. So we just telling everybody right up front, just whoever it is, it could be a celebrity and they
Right.
want to come get on this show, on the Doug Best Show, and I'm going to pay you Charleston White or Snoop Dogg. Man, I'm not paying nobody. I don't need nobody's money. I ain't paying nobody for nothing. Maybe they could come and boost the show. I'm going to do it the old-fashioned way. I'm going to be on here every day on the social media begging the people, man, to subscribe and like, and then I'm going to bring some value to your life. We're going to close right now, Sonny. I love you for this, man, and Lady J and Big Roddy J, the Black Godfather.
Right,
I love you for this. And I love all the people out there that's been supporting me and helping me. Let's just keep going.
Yeah.
Okay, Sonny. Thanks, man.
Right on, Doug.
Okay, Lady J. My hands are rough. Hey, baby, I'm Dougie. This is the Doug Best Show, and we're gonna close the thing out, man. I appreciate everybody out there, and I hope we added some value to your life. Thanks.
Somewhere.
Okay, guys, this is the Doug Best Show. We'll see you soon. Yes, son, I was about to